Alright, what is up YouTube? It's RYRY coming at you with another tutorial, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I took the song Dark Horse by Katy Perry and I actually flipped it into my own EBK Bckdoe type beat. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so starting out, I took the sample. For those of you that don't know the song, it sounds, I'm not going to play too much of it so I don't get copyrighted, but I put it on time and it sounds like this. So you get the idea. Just got that little bounce and that kind of pop, that pop vibe, kind of like Rolling in the Deep by SS Rich. That was kind of the reference for this beat. But basically, what I did first is I added the clap, and this pattern is super simple. I just put it on the 1 and the 3. By that I mean each bar has a 1, a 2, a 3, and then the next bar. So it's just like the measures of each bar. So I put it on the 1 and the 3 all the way through. And then up next I had I did the open hats, and for this I did a 3 count but without the middle one, and then I did another 3 count, another 3 count without the middle one, and then 3 count, and then a little sauce, just some random pattern at the end to kind of get the bounce going. And then after that, I added the, it's the beefy kick from E Trizzle's kit. And I did a 3 count, including the one in the middle. And I basically followed the open hat pattern, but that was the only difference. I took the, I added the middle one onto it. And then at the end, I also added some variation to make it drop as hard as possible into the beginning of the 4-bar loop. And with that, let me actually play that. So far, we got this. So as you can tell, it's already got that bounce, you know, that offbeat rhythm. But up next we got the 808s, and this is essential for these type of beats where you're using a pop sample. I feel like it's essential to make the 808s go excessively hard. And so for this, the key was, I think, F sharp minor, but the root note was hidden on F. So I did a 3 count with F, dragged it all the way out, and just repeated that 3 count. And then at the end, I added some variation so it doesn't get too repetitive. And just with that, you can already tell that this beat's about to go crazy. Let me show you. Something to note too is if you look at, even just here, if you look at the open hat pattern, the kick pattern, and the 808 pattern, they're all different. Some things that I do to, one that kind of always works to get this like bounce between them, between each other, to get the bounce between the kick and the 808 is I'll generally do this pattern here. So for the kick, that's just boom, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. And then with the 808, I'll just do a 4 count, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4. And that already has an insane amount of bounce. But then for this, I actually added 2 more kicks, one at the beginning and one at the end. And it felt right. You kind of mess around with it, make it your own, you know what I mean? But that just felt right. So I did that and it kind of went crazy. Okay, so up next, we got the perks, and for this, all I did, you want to keep them pretty simple so that the artist can, you know, do their thing on it. All I did was put a rim shot before the second clap of the first bar and the third bar. You know what I mean? Just kind of helps get the rhythm going. Up next, I did stomps, and for this stomp, I did, if you look, it's literally the 3 count pattern that we're pretty familiar with, but I just took out that last one, and this pattern here in itself is very common, and I recommend knowing it, ingraining into your memory. You can move it around, it's commonly put here, but for this beat, I felt it went pretty crazy right here. Let me show you what it sounds like with that. Again, it just furthers the bounce. And then Another perk that I hear pretty commonly in Bckdoe beats that Mirror uses is the suppressor. And that basically is what I put at the end here. I just did a little 30-second into 16th notes at the end, and it just helps it drop even harder into the beginning of the 4-bar loop. It goes crazy here. And then lastly, we added the hi-hats. For the hi-hats, I literally, you could tell it's super simple, no rolls, nothing crazy, no velocity changes or anything. It's just a 3 count, one little one right before it, just wherever I felt it needed it, another 3 count, another 3 count, another 3 count, just kind of keeping it very simple again so the artist can do their thing on it. And then we added the reverse triangle transition, and with all that put together, let me show you what we got. You can definitely hear someone like Bckdoe or SS Rich sliding. Oh, that's right. I also added a dog bark, just kind of randomly throughout it at the end or in the middle. I just kind of added it for variation whenever it needed it. And then lastly, I think I just did a little reverse 808. You just kind of basically want to switch it up every 4 bars, make it not get boring. And once you got that done, now you just got to get his attention and get yourself that Bckdoe placement. With that being said, I hope this helped you out. I hope these videos are being helpful, and I hope anyone that's trying to learn on Logic Pro X has found these extremely useful. And without further ado, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.